Good day everyone. My name is Kyle Galea, base Scrim 1, Block 11, and a reporter from Group 2. And my topic for this report is all about Article 2, Section 3, which is enrollment and registration procedures. So what is said here is students must enroll personally during the prescribed enrollment and registration period. Detailed instructions regarding enrollment procedures are posted at the TMC main bulletin board within school premises. No enrollment by proxy is allowed except for valid reasons to be determined by the school authorities upon presentation of the duly notarized special power of attorney. No enrollment is possible without the necessary credentials. So, once mo enroll ka sa TMC, you have to follow ang kanang procedures and also the schedules, and giingon sa dari nga bawal ang proxy or kanang naay mo proxy nimo nagpa-enroll laing ikaw mo enroll pero laing tao yung pa-enrollon, bawal na except if naay valid reasons. And valid reasons kintahay ka nang na-aksidente baka or gihilantan anang time or anang schedule sa enrollment. Then if kuan na kay proxy, kinahanglan na notaryo gikan sa attorney para masugtan ang katong proxy nimo. Then dong tari sa section 3.1, which is the enrollment flow. Students must follow the enrollment procedures enumerated below to avoid delay and disruption in the enrollment process for their own good and convenience. So there are 8 steps actually here. So for new or transferee or returnee students, step number 1, proceed to the guidance office for career guidance and counseling. Number 2, take and pass the college entrance examination. Number 3, present your credentials for inspection at the information table. Number 4, proceed to the information table and secure enrollment form. Number 5, go to respective department heads for initial evaluation and tabulation. Number 6, proceed to Student Affairs Office or SAO for encoding of basic information and the issuance of the student ID number. Then number 7, proceed to the school cashier for assessment and initial payment for non-UNIFAST scholars. Kining isa step number 7, mo ni katong mga wala nang kapasar sa entrance exam, which is kanang mobayad sila adto sa school cashier and school cashier, which is located at the municipal treasurer's office sa ground floor. Then last step, proceed to the school registrar for submission of requirements, approval, and issuance of study load. So mo to ang ganang steps para sa new transferee returnee students. Then are na sad ta sa residents or continuing students, katong mga estudyante nga daan ang mga estudyante sa TMC or katong gikan first year mo second year nga na. Then step number 1, secure grade slip from the department head for evaluation. Then number 2, proceed to the information table and secure enrollment form. Number 3, proceed to Student Affairs Office for updating and validating of information. Number 4, go to your respective department heads for initial evaluation and tabulation. Number 5, proceed to the school cashier for assessment and full payment. This for non-UNIFAST scholars and returning students. Nakasabot naman taning returning students na. Then number 6, proceed to the school registrar for submission of requirements, approval, and issuance of study load. Okay, so muna to ang kanang enrollment flow or procedures nga buhaton ninyo para enrollment para sa mga new students, transferees, returnees, o residents and or continuing students. Then doon na sa dari sa section 3.2, which is the adding and dropping and changing of subjects, or as we know as ADC. The school, through the school registrar, allows adding and dropping, changing of subjects during enrollment period. So ang kining ADC, ang mahitabo ni is after sa kanang final day kita sa enrollment, nanay mahitabo nga ADC, which is kining adding, dropping and changing of subject, which means pwede ka mo add og subject, mo drop og subject, or mo change, mag-ilis kag subject ba. Then no one is allowed to add, drop or change subjects after the specified period. So after anang kanang date or schedule nga gahin nila para sa adding ug dropping, dili na allowed ang adding and dropping of subjects. However, for dissolved subjects as posted in the department bulletin board, the student shall have the option to choose any available schedules, provided that the same are not in conflict with his or other subjects. So bahay ni sa katong mo change og subject nga kuan bitaw kanang mag-conflict sa kanang iyang schedule, na laing subject nga mo conflict anang gusto niya change nga subject. So na kanang available schedules nga gi-provide para sa makakita siya ba, para dili mag-conflict ang iyang mga subject. Then 3.2.1, procedure in adding or dropping or changing of subjects. Letter A, seek permission and approval from the dean or department head concerning ADC with signed study load. Letter B, proceed to the school cashier with signed study load for payment of ADC form. So bayad ang kanang muad, drop og change of subject. Then fill up ADC form with changed subjects duly approved by the department head concerned. Changing of time and instructor are not allowed. So dara dili pwede ka mag-add, drop o change of subject, pero change of time yan, mag-change sa instructor dili pwede. Then letter D, proceed to the electronic data processing or EDP for reassessment of fees. Then letter E, submit the form to the school registrar for printing of new study load. Hindi ko man yung fill up ato tanan, mo itong ipass nimo sa EDP. Then final is sa school registrar, kay mag print og bag-o nga study load, kay nahatagan naman ka og study load pagkatong after sa enrollment ninyo. Then pag human adto gusto dai ka nga mo add, mo drop og subject or mag-usob. So doon tari sa section 3.3, which is cross enrollment. In general, cross enrollment is discouraged. However, for valid reasons as determined by and with the prior written authority of the school he or she is regularly enrolled in. A student may be permitted to cross-enroll in another school for up to the normal subject load for that particular term. No student may cross-enroll or enroll simultaneously in two schools without the prior approval of the dean and registrar of the two schools. Cross-enrollment is granted only if the applicant is a candidate for graduation during the academic year he or she is enrolled, and in case where the subjects are not offered or in conflict with the subjects. So cross enrollment is mo na siyang mahitabo sa kitay usa ka semester, then karon enroll ka sa TMC, then gusto nimo mobalhin og lain nga kuan ba, laing eskwelahan for valid reasons. Mo na siyang mahitabo, dili siya sugtan, kay dapat yun nga mananghid ka sa dean o registrar mo pasabot nila para ma-aproban nila ang imong pag cross enrollment, kay kinahanglan mo po na nga matupong sa time. Then sunod is special subject offering. A student a student may allow to request a special subject offering with the following considerations provided, however, that the student concerned shall personally shoulder the salary of the instructor assigned subject to the existing policy on salaries of faculty members. So, kung na mga special subject offering, like kanang murag mo sit in man siguro ka, muna nga mo ikaw mo shoulder sa sweldo sa instructor nga na-assign. Then if ang rules is if the applicant is a candidate for graduation and if the subject is prerequisite. So kasabot naman ta ng prerequisite, no? Then section 3.4 which is the withdrawal from subject or curriculum. The students may officially withdraw from subjects and course even after the close of the enrollment period. He or she must submit a letter starting the reason for withdrawal signed by the students concerned and the parents with the recommendation of the department head noted by the registrar and approved by the college administrator. The duly signed letter must be submitted to the registrar's office for recording purposes. So withdrawal of subjects is withdrawal or rather dropping. So mahitabo nga pwede ka mo withdraw og subject is inig ADC. Then withdrawal from subject or course will not be granted in the following cases. Letter A. If the number of unexcused absences from the class make up 20%. So kung maabot og tayo mag-absent ka kay lagi wa ka ganahiya nga subject nya di nimo klasian, then ug maabot og 20% ang imong absences nya unexcused, dili ka kanang sugtan nga mo withdraw sa subject. Then B, if the student does not have written permission from the parents or guardian benefactor. So dili pud kasugtan og walay kanang permission gikan sa imong parents or guardians. Upon withdrawal, the subjects enrolled will be marked W in the school records or student records. So kung ma-withdraw na muna nga mamarkahan na sa school records ang kanang subject ka ninyo o letter W or which is withdrawn. Then section 3.5, dropping from the class. A student will be dropped or initial DR automatically when the number of unexcused absences exceed 20%. So kung malapas og 20% ang imong absences, nya labi na kanang mga walay valid reasons bitaw, you will be dropped from the class. Then number 3.6, transfer credentials. A student enrolled in the college is entitled to transfer to another school provided he or she has no outstanding school obligations with TMC for non-UNIPAS scholars. Every student who desires to transfer to another school shall file an application for transfer so as to be given the transfer credentials prepared by the school registrar and approved by the school administrator or his authorized representative, which will be acted upon within 7 working days from filing for transfer under normal conditions provided the applicant has been cleared of all financial and property liabilities in case of a student transferring from other school to TMC and from TMC to another school. His or her complete records must be received by the TMC school registrar within the enrolled semester. Transfer credentials, or as we know as TOR. If gikan ka sa other school, mudong ka ana sa inyong registrar, no, para makuha ka to ganang form nga mo pirmahan nimo, papirmahan ninyo sa inyong dean, then mudong sad ka sa cashier kay tan-awon if naaba kay mga outstanding balance or kanang mga wala mabayre ba sa kanila sugtan nga mo transfer sa lain nga school. Then if kanang approved na ng kanang imong form na aprobahan na sa dean, sa cashier ug sa registrar, within 7 working days ma-process na siya imong TOR same rasad kung gikan ka sa TMC then mobalhin kag laing school. And then number 3.7 issue section 3.7 rather issuance of subsequent copy of diploma. Issuance of subsequent copy of the diploma requires an execution of notarized affidavit regarding the circumstances of the loss of the original copy issued and payment of reissuance fee. So kintahay ka ng imong diploma o mawa ba na or kintahay ba magpa-issue kag balik sa imong diploma, kinahanglan na ay affidavit nga nanotaryuhan. So mudong na pud ka sa abogado ani. Kay kitahay malos agan mawa ang original copy then mo na magpa-issue na pud kag balik. Then mobayad na pod as usual. So section 3.8 issuance of students academic records, diploma, etc. to proxy academic records. So the proxy must present a duly notarized written authority executed by the owner of the academic records. So if kanang magpa-issue ka og kanang academic records bitaw nimo like kanang mga TOR ingana or diploma niya magpa-proxy ra ka, kinahanglan na ay kanang notarized written authority gikan nimo nga gusto kang magpa-issue og kanang student academic records o diploma. Then giingon sa dare nga the notarized written authority should identify the proxy address. So ang address sa proxy kay in case bitaw ganang ang kadto dayong bisag lang nga na kitayan katong proxy nimo kay kanang sa nga na fake ra dito dili nagpa-as if ra to siya nga nag-proxy siya nimo pero dili day mong maong kanang required nga ibutang pud ang address sa kanang kuan mo proxy nimo. Then section 3.9 which is the last section issuance of study load, grade slip, prospectus, evaluation sheet, application for graduation and clearance. So kini ni ang kining study load, grade slip, prospectus, evaluation sheet. Kining prospectus mao gyud ni ang kinahanglan natong kuhaon no sa tabulation room para evaluation para sa atong mga subject nga kuhaon kay samot na og kanang irregular ka. Kay adto mo nimo makita og unsa ra nga subject ang pwede nimo makuha ug unsa ang mga subject nga dili nimo pwede makuha kay na may mga subject nga kanang prerequisite. So like kanang kuan sa cream 1 then ireg ka then naman dyan ay cream 2. So dili ka mahimo makuha sa cream 2 if dili ka makakuha sa cream 1. Okay, so let's continue. As a rule, initial issuance of study load, grade slip, application for graduation and clearance are free for enrollment purposes only, except for application for graduation and the reissuance of this document shall cost the requesting student to pay minimal charges. So, na sa inigkuan niyo application for graduation kintahay graduating student na nga din mo-apply ka for graduation kanya kitahay na kay mga documents nga nawala niya magpa-issue ka og balik so naay minimal charges wala ta kay ba og pila basta kay minimal. So I guess that's all for my report. Thank you and have a good day.